So, are you greeting invisible beings or just losing your mind?
The echoes, listen. They're coming from 3 directions.
Losing your mind it is. Probably the tadpole. The weirdest things seem to be.
Dead drow publicly displayed. The Dwergar are sending a message.
They appear to be in conflict. The larger spider versus the other 3.
Let me see your eyes, Underelf. Absolute must have took you in. Me? Who else? My spiders sussed them out of hiding, then Near taught them a thing or two, and I let them fly. Hey? Oh, those worthless bugs. Always were the stupidest ones I ever raised. Hope the Minotaurs get them. Caught them sniffing around. Easy marks. Had the stench of the Toplands. Hung them here as a warning. Ain't no one droogs with Clan Flameshade. Nah. The spiders had already tied them out by the time Near got his hands on them. Once he broke their brains, their tongues wouldn't stop wagging. No fighting them after that. Didn't so much as groan when I snapped their spines. Go ahead.
Hey, stick shit!
It's Skickpick.
Another stick shit!
Piss pot.
You flirt. Now jump to it. Or it's up to the lift and straight to the shadows.
I think we've found 2 Dwergar who are gonna get spit in their drinks.
True soul, yeah? Tell the sergeant we won't move a pebble. You just take one. They're swarming the place. They'll squirm a bit, maybe give you some lip. All it takes is a stiff crop to get them in line. And you'll appreciate how few shits I have to give you. Hey! Stick shit! Where's my drink?
Coming right up, piss pot.
Stick shit talks like smug, and he wrecked that shroom village.
And then shagged it.
Here's to smug, nasty prick.
Piss off. I can call you other silly names, true soul. like arse rag or shite pot. So like I said, piss off. Ha! Fuller was mad as a rutting badger, but she weren't a friend of any true soul. What about piss off, do you? Hold on. You aren't just talking shit, are you? Then shh. Keep it low. Don't let them hear you. Now, why in the hottest hells would a true soul be helping me? Fine. Let's say I believe you. You want to kill these peckers. I'm not complaining. But you better finish the job, because I'll be the one to suffer if you don't. Ain't you hearing me, prickhole? Piss off to every last hell!
They're starting to rot. You've got a brain of your own. Use it.
How about I chop off your pecker?
You ain't been the same since that rock slide. I say you're scamming a lot of us. Then you got me.
Shit. You got one of Nair's moon lanterns, Jarg? One of them pixie lamps. If you're headed to Moonrise, you won't last without it.
Toplands are clogged with the Death Dark. Choke you in no time.
You daft? It's there in the name. Shadows up there black as the lower dark. A few sniffs could fell an ogre.
Must be the shadow curse. We'll need Nir's lantern if we want to get through it.
My thoughts exactly.
You ain't been the same since that rock slide. Ain't been the same. I say you're scamming a lot of us.
Snake-dicks, prick. Shit! You did it! What now? I know a place. Across the lake. Should be safe. Won't be needing this poison now that you've offed the pricks. Bet you'll find it handy, though. You're a good one. I won't forget it.
They're starting to rot. You've got a brain of your own. Use it.
Ain't been the same.
I say you're scamming a lot of us. Unless you're here to kick some stiffs lakeside, I suggest you bugger off. Ugh. Hate being taken all literal-like by fancy types like you. We've work to do. Stuff your Pegasus where the rainbow don't shine.
You spot a shiny trinket on one of the corpses.
Thank the Absolute. They're all yours.
Absolute.
Deep gnomes, killed under the yoke of slavers.
How delicious. A crooked touch.
I can do better. I must. Ugh. The scraps of a nightfall feast.
Food and drink, followed by murder in Shah's name. Barbaric.
Something over there. Curious. That stone there's been pried loose. No time to rest?
What's the story?
All's well that ends not as bad as it could have. I smell a trap.
Nice little nap.
Let feast the eyes of the faithful. Know your goddess. Know her command.
Trust no one. Should be easy.
Looking ahead.
Hold it! I swear to Iron Hand. One more step, and a blow us to chunks!
An ashen scent fills the air. The barrel is filled with smoke powder, but the scent is acrid, as if contaminated somehow. Or much, much more concentrated.
As an expert on the subject, my dear lady, I'd like to point out that blowing oneself up is never the solution.
Shut your mouth, Hoon, or I'll shut you down. Damn right, Fecker. Now shut your face before I melt it clean off. I know what you are. One of Nia's cult goons. Sailed right in. Better to die in this shit heap than rot in Moonrise. You want me? Come get me. Don't do this. Don't pretend you give a shit about me. Shit. I can't do it. Go on. Drag me to Moonrise. I'll make you cult nutters suffer. You want to barter with rune powder? Look, you have no idea what you're dealing with. Any true Iron Hand would trade their life for a grain of this stuff. I'll spare you a vial. I go where there's shit to stir, and there's no shortage of options. I'm getting gone. You ought to do the same.
What's inside? Deep gnome make. But the design is anything but. What was this fort?
A god.
Fascinating architecture. Doesn't match the style of any Underdark civilization that I know of.
Why don't you tell me?
The walls are deep gnome make. Well, the chiseling is remarkable. How peculiar. Smooth face, cobbled edges. They're a sign. They must be. What luck. Look here, Hoon. I seek fresh eyes. Care to lend yours to a weary mason? Ease your suspicions. I've got no mind for slaving. My passion is stone, and my god is the chisel. But these learned eyes reach their limits, and so I must humbly request yours. The rock, the rubble, all of it, if I may be so bold. Take a look. Tell me what you see, and be thorough.
The statue's meandering curves and golden edges stand out against the weathered masonry behind it. Two styles, two eras. The statue was carved from newer stone and erected by latecomers to this ancient fortress.
Anything standing out?
Boulders and stone bricks of various sizes clutter the corridor, many split cleanly in two. Yet some walls remain fully intact. No quake brought these rocks down. They were smashed through in an instant. Something big charged through here. Something very big.
What do you think?
Several glassy stones stand out in the debris. Their borders are coated with tiny yellow crystals. The hottest of flames smoothed the stone and left sulfuric crystals behind. The fires of the hells have touched Grimforge.
Incredible. An entire history risen from dirt and debris. Picture it. An ancient city, hewn from the stone by disciples of Shah, later abandoned. Untold centuries later, a new tribe revives it. Fresh walls, fresh sculptures, until a great hell beast charges through, toppling the walls and crushing the people. That explains the infernal plate I found. Perhaps you might have use of it. But my work has only begun. There is more still to find. I must get to it.
Pleasure to meet a fellow academic. And what a subject. This place brims with history.
Tired. Sleep.
Rest, little one. But do not take long. I feel his shadow. I heard his name whispered. The rock shivers from the sound. The Ketheric Thorm.
Ketheric Thorm, a familiar name. Halsin mentioned his stronghold deep underground.
Mighty elf, cloaked in darkness. 10 masters ago, and 10 more. But I remember. There was the work, and the blood. There was the Thorm's army. There was the Hell Beast that broke them. The Ketheric Thorm's name faded into stone until the Near came. I outlived my mother and her mother's mother and many mothers beyond. Blessed to see many live, cursed to see many die. I saw tusks and flesh, smelled fire and eggs. It came with the masked men, crashing and smashing. I know not, so I say not. Yet I hear his name again, said by the shadows.
As you look at the skeletons, you realize they are all clad in the same dark armor.
No burial. Just slaughter. Damn.
Among the various fabrics, you recognize the unmistakable symbol of Shar, the Dark Lady. Your wicked heart won't mourn. Deaths are to be celebrated, every one.
Still, if whatever managed to murder a group of Sharans is still around, we had better watch our step.
This has proved one thing. This is the city house he mentioned.
You, grab a cane and whip these Drugnin beasts into shape. That rubble needs clearing, and my patience is hanging on by an arse whisker. Damn right I do. Getting cramps in my arm trying to whip the Drugnin beasts back to work. Now get to the caning, before I thrash you instead. You got no need to know, and I got no need to tell. So get to caning or to leaving. Fine. Look at this. Adamantine. Stuff's no joke. Stronger than steel, rarer than mithril. It ain't mined, it's made. There's an adamantine forge back there, sure as shitting. Don't get any smart ideas. That forge is clan property. But get the beasts moving and I'll toss some coin your way. Go on then, light a fire under the buggers. I'll take a slice off your haunch.
No more! No more pain, no more work! All must die! All right. We will work. We will do as we're told. We will clear the way.
Druk, yes! That's it, you beasts! Not enough caning for my tastes, but you got the job done. I almost feel bad about this. What can I say? I'm a creature of habit. Bloody roasted.
Dwergar can't hurt anymore. We'll wait until it's safe to leave.
Quite exhausted. A good night's sleep would do me wonders.
That put the wind back in my sails.
Something's off. Pure shadow. Around me. Inside me.
A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors. Traps. How considerate. A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors. What's left to try out for us? Oh, for a skeleton king. Kill me, damn you!
Nothing hurts anymore. An idol of Shah. Shadowheart might want to see this.
I don't think there'll be any more trouble between Lae'zel and I, if you were wondering. We can all sleep easier now. Well, apart from all the rest. And get murdered by a pack of goblins or gnolls instead. Lae'zel might be a reluctant ally, but she is good at killing. I'll point her in their direction. You thought of me. Thank you. It's beautiful. I'll find a place of honor for it in camp. Nobody's ever given me anything before. What do I owe you in return? Thank you. Lady Shard teaches us to forswear material goods, but I think she'll make an exception for her own image. I wonder, perhaps this is connected to the Dark Justiciars. This is no coincidence, I'm sure of it. I need to keep an eye out for more signs. Learn more about the Justiciars' presence in these lands. It could be important. As long as I've prayed to Lady Shah, I've wished to serve her as a Dark Justiciar. There is scarcely a greater way to fully dedicate yourself to Lady Shah, save perhaps if you become the head of her church. Thank you. I should have known you'd be understanding.
Will's brows furrow as your minds connect. He sees the burning embers of Joaquin's rest, then Floric's face as she tells you of Ravenguard's abduction.
Hells.
Old Ravengard's been taken. Then we need to seek him out and get him to safety. You see, Grand Duke Ravengard is my father. I know I haven't said. Our relation was no matter of pride, not least for him. Thank you. That means a lot. But I wonder, what makes a Duke of Baldur's Gate so interesting to the Drow? Even the houses of Men's Oberanzen would have little use for my father. No, this is no Drow plot. These absolute nutters, these true souls are behind his abduction. His absence alone will sow chaos in the city. If they were to infect him, he could lead Baldur's Gate to ruin. All the more reason to find him. The Absolute has seized not just my father, but the future of the Sword Coast. I know, and you're right. My story is one of two men. The Blade of Frontiers, a man hunting the fiends who prey on the weak and claw at the coast. And Will Ravengard, a memory of a memory. A man who belongs to the past. I wanted you to know the Blade, not the shadow he left behind.
What a day. Someone there?
Keep it together.
Oh, I could go for a good meal.
Still alive, so that's progress.
Come on, let's go.
Keep your distance, darling. Hardly a challenge.
Hey ho. These are Sharan weapons. I would recognize the Night Singer's blades anywhere.
Don't touch me. With pleasure.
Soldier. Strange mask. Looks familiar, but I can't quite place it. I'd know it anywhere. It's a Meragon's mask. Infernal warriors. Another mask. This place was rotten with Meragons. Their leader probably isn't far off.
Look up there, would you? If that shithead falls, I ain't cleaning the splatter.
Come, all who are weary, sleep and forget.
Fred ain't found the trace. Found a way past the rock, is my guess.
Scargel's still at it then.
Frick ain't stopped caning those pieces last night, and he's still ain't.
I'd love to, thanks. I'm not getting on that. Am I?
Huh?
Don't be shy.
Still mold. Used in forges to cast armor and weapons.
Looks curious.
Centuries of blazing heat have smoothed away the plaque's inscription.
Time to get going.
There better be a soft bedroll in my near future.
More for me?
This must be the forge. What a feat of engineering it is.
Seems to be stuck. The lava's erupting. Better watch my step.
What now? A lava elemental. So you're what has this place all stirred up? Simple.
Thou hast come!
The amulet is heavy, but holds a subtle warmth, like it was left under the sun. Suddenly, the metal surges with heat. You feel great power and an overwhelming urge to laugh.
Can thou endure?
Flying machines, walking brains. It's all so absurd.
unfortunate. Alas, thou must do. Return me, take me home, and thou shalt glow with blessings. To thy granddaughter, Shira Clarwen, serves Ilmata Shida. She waits in Worm's Crossing. Take me there, and thou shalt bathe in her golden gifts. Oh, thou shalt be blessed indeed.
You feel a chuckle coming on, but it soon fades.
Where am I? What's going on? Perfect fit. I just need the raw materials.
Nasty way to go. Suffocating slowly under a ton of rubble. Not a fate I'd personally relish.
Time to get going. No use. It's blocked.
What's cooking?
Elminster's not around, so it might as well.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Seen her run with a barrel under her arm. Just a small one, but enough to blow the drow out. Someone should grab it. Slaves are never gonna manage with pickaxes.
Can't go chasing maybes. The sergeant's our ticket in.
Oh, would you look at that, Kerr? Someone's having a listen.
A shiver runs through you. Your mind is awash with ancient resentments.
True soul, no less. What do you think, Kerr? Should we take Nir's debt off her? The stench. All you twat souls got one. Some of us got a nose for it. If I didn't know better, I'd say a mind flayer shat a worm in your brain. Should split your head open and poke around in there if you lot don't pay up.
The shiver returns. This time it's colder, sharper.
The stench don't lie. You're one of them. Could be you're right. Something's different with you. In that case, want to earn some gold? Thrin's after the Absolute's glory. That's why she's got those slaves digging for Nir. But we ain't need glory, just coin. And Nir's got plenty. Help Thryn free Nir. Then you and my chums grind him up. Whatever the spoils, we'll drop you a fat cut. You in? Half? You drugnin. Fine. Half it is, but first, we need to take care of something. You've seen that weird orbi floating about? Knife it. And don't get caught. The cult watches through it, and we can't risk more twat souls showing up. You still standing about? Get on it.
So, are we saving this Nir from suffocating or leaving him to die? I'm fine with either, naturally. The last thing I want to do is ruin these nails digging through rock. I could not agree more. To hell's with them all. Then I'll see your delicious self tonight. Yes, darling.